Hey, howdy, hey, welcome to or welcome back to my channel. For today's video, we are going to be reviewing Canada's Drag Race Season 3, Episode 2. So if that sounds good to you, make sure to hit that like button, comment down below, and hit that subscribe button. Come join the Sandwich Hour community. And without further ado, let's get this video started. Although maybe since it's in Canada, I should start doing what do you think? Maybe? Just to get it started, no? Let me know down below. Alright, so this episode starts out with the queens walking back into the workroom after the elimination of Halal Bay. Halal Bay was one of my favorite queens from the Meet the Queens, so it's really sad to see them go. And yeah, but we're talking about the episode. So the queens walk in, and Bombay is really feeling it. Bombay is really sad because Halal Bay was just eliminated, who, of course, is their drag mother, also just overall a really close friend to have in the competition. So Bombay, my bad, Bombay is definitely feeling the elimination and really in her feelings about it. Again, I understand that. I can imagine that would suck. When you're in such a high pressure environment, having someone who you consider a close friend is, I'm sure, very, very, very beneficial. So, of course, Bombay's a little sad about it. Then, of course, Miss Mosu wipes off the message. Again, sad to see Halal Bay go. I really enjoyed Halal Bay. And most importantly, I thought they had a really important message with their drag, being who they are and representing as a Muslim individual. I thought that was they really made that a focus of their drag, and it was really sad to see them go so early because I would have loved to hear more from Halal Bay, but it is what it is. Then the queens start sitting around the couches. Jada and Miss Mosu are friendly. This is kind of giving you some idea of how this episode is gonna go. Obviously Miss Mosu was just in the bottom, right? Or it was Miss Mosu? Miss Mosu? Miss Mosu. Was just in the bottom. So, of course, Jada and her are really good friends. So Jada's trying to comfort her. They're all talking about, obviously, Toronto being having a queen eliminated already, versus Montreal, Quebec, all the things. One thing I will say, spoilers for later in this episode, but they definitely are eliminating the Toronto queens, and I'm like, I don't know how I feel about this. Because some of my favorite queens this season are the Toronto queens, like Bombay, and obviously Jada Hudson, and Fierce Delicious. You know, they're all they're all queens I really, really enjoy on the season, so to hear that, or to see that, is a little upsetting. But, it is what it is. New day in the workroom. They're all around the table, talking about things. Obviously, new day, yeah. Oh look, there's a bag! Kimmy goes gets a bag. The bag contains, hockey jerseys. And for the mini challenge, Brad comes out and introduces it. The queens have to get into quick drag and design looks for the Mighty Tucks hockey team that Brad's putting together. Ultimately, these are the looks. The winner, or they get into quick drag. Here's a picture of Jada Hudson's look. Honestly, I'm not going to include too many pictures because mostly I just want to talk about the final result from this. And then finally here we have the winner, Cellozone LaRue. I thought Cellozone did a really great job with her quick drag. Honestly, this was overall a really great episode for Cellozone LaRue. I really, really liked them this episode. Not to say I wasn't a fan of them before, but like this episode made me a really big fan of Cellozone. And I think this was a really great showing for her. Also, shout out to I believe this was Vivian Vanderprince or Irma Gerd. I can't remember. It was one of them. I just thought this was a fun look. And also a fun pose. Yeah. Then Brad introduced the Maxi Challenge, which of course is going to be the Who Knows? The award show where they are going to be presenting the awards and accepting the awards. Very much a la Despies from Drag Race Season 7. Cellozone, as the winner, gets to pick out the groups, assign the pairings, and pick out her own group. So first things first, Cellozone goes get Gizelle Lullaby, and then starts assigning the rest of the groups. So her and Giselle are together as a pairing. Then we get, obviously, Kimmy Couture and Fierce Delicious. Fierce takes this as shade, because Fierce is like, neither one of us are funny, this is shady. It becomes a storyline throughout this episode. Next pairing is Miss Mosu, and Jada Hudson. Again, they're saying they're gonna work well together because they've always worked together and they do shows together a lot. The idea is like, because they're such good friends, they should work really well together. They host together all the time. Next, we get Irma Gerd and Vivian Vanderprince. Irma Gerd is my favorite name to say out of any of these queens. I'm going to be obsessing over it for probably the next few weeks as we watch this. Irma Gerd! It's so much fun. So much fun to say. Alright, sorry. Back to the episode. Next pairing is going to be the Leftovers, as Bombay says, which is going to include Bombay, Chaos, and Lady Boom Boom. So again, that's the last pairing, last group, sure. And then Brad assigns them all their different awards. They start writing. Irma and Vivian are getting along really well. This pairing seems to work really well together. They both seem very similar. And I think they both have similar sense of humor. So it works really well. They work really well together, yeah. Then over here we have Fierce Delicious and Kimmy Couture. And this is starting to have some drama, because Fierce Delicious is, I don't want to say poking at Kimmy, but kind of poking at Kimmy, being like, oh, we need to come up with more material, what are you doing? I'm coming up with a lot of jokes, you're not coming up with the jokes. It's kind of that sort of storyline. But Fierce is kind of taking charge, and I don't know how well Kimmy is responding to that, because I wouldn't respond well to that. I can imagine myself in that situation. But again, Fierce is still really in her head about this pairing, because she's like, neither one of us are funny. Again, it's kind of a self-sabotage sort of situation in my head for Fierce Delicious, but she ends up making the most of it. Next, obviously we have Cellozone and Gizelle Lullaby, who are working really well together. I think their award was the biggest care booty award, sure. Then of course we get walkthroughs. First group I want to talk about is with Bombay, Lady Boom Boom, and Chaos. And during this walkthrough with Brad, Chaos is kind of saying, oh, I'm not super funny. We have Lady Boom Boom saying, oh, I'm not super fluent English, so we'll see how that works. And then Bombay, who's trying to be funny too. I love Bombay. I'm going to be biased towards Bombay. I really, really like Bombay. But ultimately, this was a fun walkthrough. Next, we get the walkthrough with Jada, Hudson, and Miss Mosu. I mean, they make the jokes and Brad laughs at them. To me, they weren't very funny already. Not a lot of the jokes in this episode were super funny to me, but that's my own take on that. Next, we get Gizelle and Celazon with Brad. Again, kind of the same storyline. We're going to skip through these. Fierce is, again, feeling the pressure, kind of being a little more harsh on Kimmy, telling her, oh, you need to go over your lines, go over your lines, go over your lines, make sure you got it, make sure you got it. And I feel like it's just being a little, a little rude towards Kimmy, if you ask me. Again, love Fierce Delicious and love Kimmy. It's just, it feels a little bit like, you need to listen to me, you need to do this, and like, I think, like I said, I think Fierce is too much in her head about this, and I think that's sort of the issue that's resulting in this. Here's Brooklyn Heights' look. I need to give a huge shout out to Brooklyn. I think Brooklyn has become an amazing host of Canada's Drag Race. Her looks are amazing. I think she's fun. I think she's a good judge. I just really, really enjoy Brooklyn Heights as a host. I think she's slaying it. Like I said, this look is gorgeous. She's really showing up RuPaul in terms of hosting looks, if we are being real here. So I love Brooklyn. I think this is great for her. Alright, first group, we have the introduction group, and they're awarding the Busiest Beaver Award. So we got Bombay, Chaos, and Lady Boom Boom. I thought this group worked really well together. They all flowed together really nicely. Lady Boom Boom did really well using French to her advantage. Chaos, I thought, was really funny as well, and so did Bombay. Like, this group worked really well together, and I really enjoyed them. Next, oh wait, the Busiest Beaver goes to Jada. Congratulations to Jada for winning the Busiest Beaver. Work. And this is Jada's luck too, so cool. Next group, we have Cellozone LaRue and Gizelle Lullaby presenting Biggest Care Booty. I thought this was hilarious. I thought Cellozone really slayed it. So did Giselle. I thought they both worked really well together. It seemed like a good pairing. Overall, really enjoyed this. Also, shout out to Cellozone. I really like this look. I really, really love this color on you. It's gorgeous. Next, well, the award goes to Chaos. Congrats. Yeah. Next, we get Miss Mosu and Jada Hudson presenting the chilliest, frostiest queen. I don't remember exactly. Shady, sure. Let's go with that. Alright. So, I think the struggle here was that timing. They weren't able to really run the jokes out as well as they had planned it. More specifically, I would say with Miss Mosu. And that really tripped up Jada. Which is why I think they had more issues than they would have normally. And it's sad to see. I definitely agree with the placements for this. Again, I really feel bad for Jada, because I feel like Jada got really messed up here, and she would have done it differently. Maybe if things had flowed better. So it is what it is. And the award goes to Cellozone LaRue. Woo! Alright, next presenters are Kimmy Couture and Fierce Delicious. I thought this group worked really well together. They were funny. They used their, I don't want to say, they used their skills together really well, and I thought it was really fun. And they both look gorgeous, and they were presenting the best dress, basically. The award went to Lady Boom Boom. Makes sense. Lady Boom Boom is gorgeous. Also, shout out to Lady Boom Boom for amazing looks this season. You're looking stunning. Next, we get Irma Gerd and Vivian Vanderprince. Irma was messing up. Vivian tried her best to continue with it. I don't know how successful this group was. It is what it is. It was the Delusion Award. I don't have too much to say about them. Like, they were fine. I definitely think Irma was messing up. Vivian continued on, though. So. And the award obviously went to, I don't know who the award went to. But, hey, cool. Alright, now we are continuing on. And the category is, on the runway, is Goddess. First look is going to be Chaos. I really like this. I feel like it would be in the same fashion collection as the look that Isis wore last season. And I thought Chaos looked great. I really, really like this. Yeah. Next, we get Bombay. I love this. I love this. I thought this was so good. I love when queens represent their culture on the main stage. I love this. Bombay. This is a serve. This is a serve for me. I really love this. Next, we get Lady Boom Boom. I really like this. The Cupid look is really cute. I think Lady Boom Boom does a really great job in terms of runways. They are a seamstress. It makes sense. But I really like this. Next, we get Miss Mosu. Miss Mosu. I like this look. It's cool. I like the velvet of it all. She started screaming, and I kind of lost some interest. I get the idea of it, but that kind of made me lose some interest. Full tea there. Still, good luck. Just made me lose some interest. Then we get Jada Hudson. I love this look. I really, really like this look. I do think there's some edits she could do to make it a little bit more runway ready. I don't want to say runway. Just a few edits I think could really push it forward. Still looks great. I think she looks gorge. Yeah. Next, we get Cellozone LaRue. I love her makeup. Her makeup is gorge. I honestly think Cellozone has one of the best beats of the season, if you ask me. But I really like this. I love the representation of her culture, being indigenous. I love that. I will say I like this probably the most out of all of her runways. Again, it is very simple, but that's kind of her, like she said, that's her style, I guess. Which is not a bad thing. Just it is what it is. You know, it's not the best look, but it's not the worst. Next, we get Gizelle Lullaby. I actually really like this. I love the bodice of it. I love the ears, the accessories. I love that. The bottom part does feel a little bit forgotten about. Which, again, I get it with all of this going on here. I just wish there was a little bit more detail on the bottom. The shoes are nice, but I do want a little bit more detail on the bottom. Next, we get Kimmy Couture. I love this. I'm sorry, but Edna Mode was wrong. Yes, capes. I love this. I love the sun goddess moment. Like, it looks so good on her. She looks gorge. Again, it is a bra and panty, but it looks great. It looks bloody great. I love this. I really, really like this. This is great. Next, we get Fierce Delicious. I really love this. Again, I also think Fierce has also has some of the best makeup this season. My own opinion on that. But I think I really, really like this. I love the hair, the mirrors everywhere is gorge. Yeah. I love this. Next, we get Vivian Vanderprince, Cat Goddess. It's cool. Very safe for me. I think Vivian Vanderprince was kind of just safe in general this episode. So, yeah. Then we get Irma Gerd, who's doing Discordia. I don't like this. I'm sorry, I don't like this. I love Irma Gerd. I love Irma Gerd. But don't love this look. Don't love it. Yeah. Alright, so when it comes to placements, the tops and bottoms of the week are going to be Miss Mosu, Jada Hudson, and Irma Gerd are the bottom three. The top three are going to be Cellozone LaRue, Kimmy Couture, and Fierce Delicious. I agree with these. Yeah. When it comes to the winner, well, there's Untucked. I don't really have too much to talk about with Untucked. I kind of want to skip forward to the end. The winner is going to be Kimmy Couture, so congratulations to Kimmy Couture on winning the challenge. Great job. And then the bottom two are going to be Jada Hudson and Miss Mosu. They are going to be lip-syncing to High School Confidential. I thought this lip-sync was fun. I definitely think Jada Hudson owned it. I definitely think Jada Hudson won. That was a definite clear choice for me. And also it's Miss Mosu's second time in the bottom. Only 2 weeks in. Hey, it's her time in my opinion. I was sad to see her go, but it is what it is. Jada Hudson gets to continue on. And that does bring me to the end of my review. Overall, I really enjoyed this episode, and I'm really excited for the rest of this season. Let me know what you thought about this episode down below in the comment section. Make sure to like this video if you liked it. Share it on social media. hit that subscribe button, come join the Sandwich Hour community, and I'll be back later with another video. Bye, y'all.